historical. I really do want this to be recorded. I
We're
actually
rolling.
have
Do it.
because I'm good, maybe altering it in some way. In which case, I want it every bit to be. I think that when you have these historical treasures, audience, now I'm getting into my professional mode. I like to actually use them and go through like the entire process, and I think that's an important part of the historical discovery. But it's important to then have it documented.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if we are going to open the package, we want to make sure that everything is done properly. I want to thank Freeze with that from Oh no, I wouldn't say that. But for being the one to purchase or selling this to me, thank you for discovering this historical treasure. This is a knife. Thank you, Cody. This knife is, if you want to buy it, you can buy it on Amazon. Don't forget to link and subscribe.
Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
And press the button below for more notifications. Don't forget to subscribe. Am I doing good, guys?
This is
Yes.
good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's in the box?
Thank you.
I'm
Now I
going
have some
around.
audience here. You might hear some background. That's because we are in front of a live audience today, boys and girls, and thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
But please, I would like everybody in the crowd to be silenced because there are more viewers online.
Oh, good.
So,
Right.
little movie magic where you can just throw. Don't, folks at home, don't just throw the trash on the floor. You're gonna want to put it in the trash
Recycling.
receptacles.
I hope you have enough storage on your phone.
It's new.
Okay, good.
But yeah, because you want to keep it.
Wait, something's there.
Ah.
It's in his hand.
Now everybody's
is
so
it?
eager. I told everybody to sit down, guys, because really, this was a once in a lifetime find, and I want to thank those people who we think of as the people on the eBays and stuff of the world that are just taking everybody else's trash and putting it for sale. Sometimes we don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Really appreciate those people, but if it weren't for them, people like. I'm sorry. There's a member of the audience who's
Crying.
crying. I think
She's
I
so
shouldn't be
excited,
laughing,
she's
but
so-
sometimes I do that from nerves.
Yes.
You're doing great.
You know,
Don't let them phase you.
no, it's not. But I wanted to apologize. No, I'm actually. The funny thing is that I'm actually very sympathetic to any of my audience members who have difficulty. But it's my way. It's I think now is a time to say that everybody deals with trauma differently.
Yeah.
And I certainly have my traumas. So I think that I might laugh. Others may cry. But, I think we're all adults and we're with each other.
Woo!
Woo!
Thanks.
Yeah! What's in the box?
All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. What I wanted to say was that I love you all. And let's all be one happy family together. Don't forget to subscribe. You can press the button below for notifications.
Do this. You know that.
Don't link here, like this.
No, you're supposed to do the other part of the heart.
Like that.
No.
I'm
Take
sorry.
your left hand away, please.
Sorry, my manager is telling me.
Okay. Just
Drop one of your hands.
no, that's the wrong one.
Other hand.
That's still the left.
I'm trying to do what you're doing, but
Okay.
it's opposite, so it's not
Okay,
easy.
do this.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you're doing what I'm doing now.
Right. Okay.
Is it this? Yeah.
I'm doing exactly what she's doing, Cody.
You're not being very perceptive.
I
Put that
don't,
hand
but the
down,
depth
use the
is,
other. Okay.
well, you're using it right. I'm sorry, guys. My manager sometimes gets really worked up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Like, please keep filming. I'm sorry, stupid Steven. Been a long day. So, but let's continue. I'd like to give the chance for those audience members who had to excuse themselves for a minute to please come back if you're available, because I wouldn't want you to miss this. And we're gonna get into really the meat and potatoes here. So, I think that it's thank you both and once again, actually, that was a great thing to tell the audience to remind them that everybody is capable of being their best selves. So, okay, so
I'm so excited.
oh, thank you. So the seller here is Fries with that, and again, he's one of those junk sellers that kind of like sells a lot of stuff. But people like me who are like historians can look through that and find some real gems. So I wanted to give a shout out to the seller named Fries with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So if you'll see my channel on YouTube, it says Badminton Historian and Cat Videos. That's what we post here. We have fun.
What is your channel?
It's Stephen Matthew Hernandez page on YouTube. But you can also search for cat videos and badminton history videos, and I'll probably come up.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Also leave a comment.
You can leave a comment below. Please remember that we do have children. I'm sorry, young adults and everybody who watches these videos. So I want you to be respectful of everybody in the comments. Thank you guys. But I know my people who I call Stevies always do that. All the Stevies out there, thank you guys. My Stevies, get ready.
I'm so ready.
So for all my Stevies out there, if you do comment and you leave a comment, I'm gonna get you something. I'll just pick somebody and I'll deliver you a prize or something like that.
That is cool.
All right. So
Okay, so what do we got?
yeah. So once again, this started because I was looking on eBay and I was finding some gems. Now this one was a rare find. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna have to investigate exactly the year that these were saved from. But I had not seen yet a complete a box set of Shuttlecocks. Now, I was aware of this company, and as you can see, whether the name did change, but it was around for a while. They were manufactured in Pennsylvania. They went by changed the name to some Pennsylvania industrial or manufacturing company later, but now maybe the name of the company was Pennsylvania Shuttlecocks, or that could have been the brand, but we'll kind of discover that. But yes, indeed, they were made in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania Shuttlecocks says right on there, and made in the United States. I just think that's remarkable. Remember that badminton was popular in the 50s. As a matter of fact, badminton really didn't start getting popular in Asia till maybe the 70s, and before that it was European and Americans who sort of had the majority of the interest and in the sport. In particular, our region, and she was just inaugurated into her school's Hall of Fame. She passed away last year. Judy Devlin, who, if it's not a household story and one of the most remarkable sports achievement in U.S. history, I believe that it is, and it should be more broadly known. Well, Judy Devlin, let's just say she's like the Margaret Court of badminton. She won 10 All England singles titles, more than anybody today. Maybe something like 20 championships. An amazing, and her father was from England, and she grew up in Baltimore. She went to Goucher College, and Frank Devlin was her father. As a matter of fact, in the early days of when I was getting started in this badminton club that I belonged to, called the Lochraven Badminton Club, I remember some of the officers there had, as a matter of fact, been trained by Frank Devlin. That just shows that we have real history of badminton in the region, and it's great for our younger viewers out there to know. And as I always say on the channel, history is for you, history is for me, history is cool. And that's what I always like to say. So history is for you, history is for me, history is cool. Remember that. Remember to like and subscribe. So we're gonna start by doing, as we always do with these cool unboxings, we're gonna have a look for our audience. Go to Zoom, pow.
This is just an incredible Norm Macdonald impersonation.
No, it's actually really cool.
Well, I like Norm Macdonald, but I
I
wasn't.
know.
I don't know if he did unboxings. So he wrapped it nicely.
He
This.
did. If only he did.
If only.
Oh, God bless him. He's a funny guy.
Gone too soon.
Gone too soon. That's a Michael Jackson song. He sang that for Bill Clinton's inauguration.
I learned something
Really?
today.
Seems like a weird message.
It was he wrote it for a child that had AIDS who he was friends with who died
Oh
of
God, he
AIDS.
had child AIDS?
Well, the child had child AIDS, not Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
No. Wow.
I mean, he died of propofol overdose.
Different.
I'm sorry, guys.
Allegedly.
That shouldn't have been part of the video. I am a big Michael Jackson fan, and that is the truth that he did. It had gone too soon. It was for Ryan White, who became a little bit of a celebrity and later friends with Michael Jackson. And he did have AIDS, and that was a song dedicated to raising money for the prevention, the cure, the looking into, and the discovery of AIDS. All right. I may not have that history all correct, but that was very charitable. And let's remember that AIDS is a terrible disease. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Box.
But let's, go back to the unboxing. Sorry. I'm just gonna wait. There's one audience member. Lovely. Actually, we have an audience member with a prop. Hey, this is gonna come in handy because this is a modern day. This is a current shuttlecock produced with mass manufacturing and made in China. But we're gonna see how that compares for you guys at home to those Pennsylvania shuttlecocks. All right. Wow, this is history right here today. Today we have it. Oh, look at silly me. I don't even know how it's displayed. Can we do that slowly, Olivia? Can we make sure that
Like
you get it,
pan in?
Olivia? Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, but I want you got everything?
Yeah.
Oh, my manager, sorry. She's sometimes tough. I'm sorry.
You're doing great,
Thanks. Does she do like that? You just tell me. You direct me. Okay.
Put the box down, Steve.
It's okay. Okay, thank you. Wow. That's incredible. Isn't that right, Olivia?
Yes.
Now, this was intended for display. Obviously it was, because you can see that, could we get into this crease right here? Could we get in on that? Some crease. Now, this was here because what you could have done back in the day is somehow put that up probably like this. And so it would have been, you can imagine this at like a sporting goods shop. Look at that. It just comes right off. And it would have been, for the men who were coming to maybe the clubhouse or the pro shop, the men would have seen this and then they would have purchased it.
Hardboard technology.
It's amazing. Yeah. No, it was a really great sign.
Yeah.
And you can see here, it's going to say made by that's what it was, right. So, made by Pennsylvania Rubber Company. Isn't this funny? Pencraft Park. I wonder what the relation, and for those in the comments who might know, is there any relation between the Penn tennis ball and this manufacturing company? I would love to know if anybody has that knowledge. And remember earlier I alluded to, I wasn't quite sure whether that was the brand name, the company name. This one I'm more familiar with. That's what it was, Pennsylvania Rubber Company. I think this was one of the early brandings of it, Pennsylvania Shuttlecocks. Later on, I am familiar that this company, they just labeled their Shuttlecocks brand as Blue Goose. And you'll see here, they have, I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to mention, it says 3 Blue Goose. So this was obviously one of the very early additions, to my knowledge, of their product. Obviously these things haven't been made in this country for some years now. And so the fact that we see an early iteration of their product
Where are they
is
made
remarkable. Well, thank you. My manager she does have good ideas too. No, but and sorry, please keep filming. So we want to thank her for that comment. I would have thought of it, but it didn't occur to me yet to mention that. But thank you, Olivia. So now today, about 90% of the badminton shuttlecocks, at least, are made in China. My father told me that the other day somehow.
Huh.
I don't know if he's right. He doesn't know anything about badminton.
Yeah.
I've been telling him a lot about this. Maybe he saw something on Google. So I said, you're probably right, Dad. And I haven't verified that information, but my father, he was a professional man for the housing and urban development. So, he's not stupid. And I'm just assuming that that's almost true. So it is generally. But definitely the top shuttles come from China. There is some sort of a cottage industry in India where it's more handmade, but they're not as good quality, not even close to the ones made in China. Also, China has all the geese. It is a natural product and it's a byproduct, so they're not killing the geese for the shuttles specifically. I just want to let all my vegetarians and my vegans, I call them my Stevie vegans, know that this is a byproduct. It's okay to use for you guys out there because A, you're not eating it, and B, the chicken and the goose or the duck would be dead anyway. Dead. I mean, it's not going to come back, and I think we could at least use its feathers. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's important to say.
Circle of life.
Exactly. One of my audience members just notified me that that's called the circle of life. And life, it's not called the circle of death, it's called the circle of life. So just want to say that. Now, what's really exciting, guys, what's really, really exciting here, if we already weren't, is that some of these boxes, are unopened. Isn't that incredible? Boys and girls?
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sugoi does.
Is that, I found a tennis ball
Yes.
container
Yes.
for $600 on Etsy, unopened. This is just as historic, but the people who are going to be the future collectors don't have money yet, because in Asia, it's just starting generationally that these people are not that the individuals of Asia are going to be interested in collecting and stuff, and I believe that this early history of badminton is good. It's a gem waiting to be discovered, and we're going to discover it for the first time today. Are you with me, guys?
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Thank you.
Drum roll.
So now let's start by seeing, there are, to my knowledge, some that are open. So before we do that, we are going to open a pack today of history. Open a pack. We need to make sure, Olivia, we get that, because that would be bad to
You
miss.
mean we're gonna smell history?
We're going to not only smell it, we're going to touch it, we're going to feel it. I'm going to let my audience in, and we're really going to get up close. We're going to get up close. You know what I always say to history is for you, it's for me, and it's cool. It's also accessible. And it's diverse.
Grab the history by the shuttlecock.
Yep, grab it by the shuttlecock. It's for if you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian, if you're Mexican, it's for you.
Manhandle history.
Wow. So I'm gonna be slow in this process, guys. I want just thank you for whoever preserved this for so long. Could we get it I want to sort of take the shuttlecock really slowly outside of the tube here. We're going to sort of take it out as if it were gentle. I want you to see that again. I want you to see me sort of pulling it out as it goes out there, and that you can see you have one end to which the shuttlecock comes out, and it'll often be labeled as out. As you can see, it says open this end, and one is usually the top side where you put it in. But
Steady hand.
it's as you can see, the tube of the shuttlecock is designed so that it actually compresses a little bit. It's not designed such that the shuttlecock is free to move, what would you say? Like there's some friction involved, right? Like it's. I'll give you an example. When you put the shuttle out to rest, if it'll get slower because the angle can determine the speed of the shuttlecock to a degree, the angle and other factors, and so when it comes out, it maintains its shape due to some compression in the tube. Now, wow. So I'm gonna just pass this around to my audience, but this one's old, right? I mean, this one's opened. I'm so excited to see the new ones. This looks like it hasn't been played with, maybe, or maybe just a little bit, but it is definitely one that's opened and gotten dirty over the years. I just want to show you that, their logo is kind of funny. Ani, I think, would appreciate this, Ani, because you can see that the bird is upside down. I think this is an error.
Yeah,
And
misprint or something.
or just that people were so they didn't pay attention to things like we do now.
Show the audience.
Oh yeah, so let me
Let's
show
see
the first of all, I love that logo. It's the shininess of it. It's the goose. It actually looks like a falcon. I don't even know if that's a goose. But you notice how that's a little bit of an error, and I'm gonna show you because the goose is upside down as it follows the font. That's true, it is upside down. Geese don't fly upside down, so there might be some birds that do. If you know about the birds that do, I want you to like and subscribe and comment below if I'm wrong about those birds. So I want you to like and subscribe and tell me what you think, boys. I mean, audience. All right, now I'm gonna pass it around. That's enough, Olivia. I'm sorry. Sorry, my manager and I I don't know. Oh, please, continue. But I'm gonna let some of my hand-picked audience members, these are ones who did win the opportunity to come here, and they look, I wish I could, I wanna get a little sentimental here. I wish you guys could come join me. Everybody could be invited from all over the world. Those who are watching in Alaska or Bhutan or Vanuatu or Pango Pango. I want you to be able to experience all of my shuttlecocks here. And you will one day. So if you want to win a trip, just like and subscribe, and maybe I'll pay for your trip. So, but an audience member.
She'll be back. Don't worry. She can hear.
Okay, good. I don't want anybody to miss. And anything that we is always going to be recorded. So nobody's going to miss anything. Don't worry. What you see is what you get. Wow, did you get a chance to hold the shuttlecock?
Did you smell it?
I don't know.
Be careful, it might have mold.
I think it does. It smells like mold.
Yeah, it does.
So
a little
don't
bit.
inhale too
No,
much.
it smells
Now,
mildewy.
wow, all right. This one I just wanted that to be a taste. You may have already noticed some things.
This goose isn't upside down.
Oh, it is. That goose isn't upside down?
No, this goose is. It's the downstroke of its wings.
No, Cody.
Yeah.
No, it's upside. Oh, fuck. Oh my God, Ani is gonna you're a genius. Cody got it right, Ani. The goose is not upside down. We identified the wrong head of the goose. Oh my God, that is crazy. I'm sorry. Cody's absolutely right. See, we were looking at the other end and thought it was like the beak was its head, but now it does make more sense.
Yes.
Oh
More of a
my
sparrow
God,
head.
Cody. So that's why I have some of the smartest people in the audience, because these guys are also my history partners. It's not upside down, Ani. The goose, it's the head.
So it was just that one.
No, the whole thing. It's the goose's head is the one with the neck.
Of the,
No, but literally, it
Yay.
but look, this side looks like the beak too. I mean, maybe it was
Yeah.
intentional. Like
That's
a
a
goose
different
could turn
bird.
into a falcon
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
That was probably what hey, if anybody remembers from back in the day, if you know if that logo was intentionally a goose turning into a falcon, let me know. Maybe it was one of those Easter eggs. I know they didn't use that. Easter egg is like a cool Gen Z term that we use today. I don't know, for those old people out there who might have had the grandmothers who are working in this factory, maybe you didn't call it an Easter egg, maybe you called it a special surprise. But if you know what that was about, let me know and link and subscribe. So guys, are you all ready for the big reveal? Stay tuned after the break, just in case there's a break, but there's no break right now. But in case we need to chop. Okay. Thanks, Lydia. So amazing. So right there, it says made in the USA, and I'm gonna pass around one to my audience so everybody can get a chance. This is unopened. This is history. This is history. Notice how even back in the day, they still labeled the speed of the shuttlecock. Here, it says medium.
Medium.
I've seen enough shuttles now that I've seen various different labeling conventions. Even today, the industry standard seems to have generally decided upon labeling them 77, 78, 79, for whatever reason, as the speed. And I don't exactly know what that number refers to, but, well, it refers to the speed, but...
Are the lower numbers slower?
Slower, yes.
It's the angle.
Yeah, it might, right. So it could be that, but yes, of the feathers, that makes a lot of sense. But I know that even today, some companies choose different, it's like Apple choosing to have different screws and different things. Aeroplane, for example, one of the most popular and most well-regarded shuttlecock brands that used to be called Shanghai Shuttlecock. Now, I don't know I think it's Hangyu. They use a 50s numbering system. God, I don't know what that's all about. And some still label them medium and slow and fast and things like that. But I think that they've tried to get a standard because remember, medium is an English word. And if you were Chinese, you might see medium and you might not know that means middle. So a number, if you're Chinese, might be more helpful to you. The people, they're historically...
Chinese.
They are, but they have numbers just are good for everybody to be able to read if you can't read English because you haven't been learned to read English words. Not that anybody is dumb because they don't know English, but some people speak Chinese, some people speak English language, some people don't speak any language at all.
I need to learn to read English.
So now I see something interesting, boys and girls, that men and women, that I didn't see previously. This one says, I don't know if you saw this.
Latex dip.
Latex dip.
But then what's the third word?
Shuttlecock, I think. Oh, outdoor. Outdoor. No, it's outdoor.
Outdoor.
Yeah. Oh, it came with two different, amazing.
It's a variety
It's a
pack?
variety pack.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one was 3 Blue Goose.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, Blue Goose carried over and became their sort of like flagship brand, like I've looked up. That was like their
Yeah?
airplane black label, if you will.
Yeah.
That's a reference a lot of you won't get. And this one was one that was for outdoor, so it was an early days variety pack, and this was called Volley. So maybe this one was a lower quality one,
Maybe.
Isn't that amazing?
We should
Olivia.
open and compare.
My manager, she's stretching out. She's like, she's getting bored or something. I'm sorry, okay? Okay. Sometimes. That's what I get.
Well, we opened a Blue Goose, so we should open a Volley.
Yes.
We're gonna do both for sure. I mean, I'm definitely gonna open the Blue Goose, but let's start with the Volley. Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
I'm listening.
I know, but my manager is really...
Distractible? No, she's not. She's focused. She's locked in.
I know, and she's the one with the
dancing.
college degree, apparently.
Dialed in.
That's true. At least one of us graduated.
I mean,
At least one of us. True, I didn't, but
I'll have you know.
I attended.
you have a master's in education.
Cody has like a gajillion degrees.
You can fog a mirror for a year and a half and get a master's.
I'm just saying, guys, it just shows, like, hey, I'm the one with the channel. Look who kind of succeeded.
Hey, I'm sorry for the noise.
Sorry, it's okay. No, I'm sorry, Olivia, I was just angry.
The magic of it.
Anyway, so this one is gonna be no, Olivia, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate it. So this is called 3 Volley Badminton Shuttlecocks, and it said latex dipped. So I had seen, as a matter of fact, ones with red tips on the vintage side, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was like a outdoor thing or for durability or something, but we're gonna find out, boys and girls. We're gonna find out. Wow. This is not like a can of today where you can just open it with your fingers like that. This one would have required an adult to use a knife. So I just want to let you guys out there, if you're not familiar with a knife, always have a buddy. Today I have a friend here with me who's going to supervise this process and going to make sure that I don't, cut myself or anything like that. If I get too crazy,
Careful.
well, that's why I have the buddy. That's why somebody can say, hey, Steven, watch out. For example, if I put it close to my,
watch out, Mr.
perfect.
Steven.
And that's why I have somebody, because of safety. And I want you guys to do the same at home, especially if it's a really sharp knife, like this is here. But I am a professional. So I'm gonna find you can feel a little groove there. Can you feel that groove part?
Yep, the seam.
Yeah. Maybe can you push your fingernail a little bit to just have a starting? Yeah, let's just do that. And what I'm gonna do, that was perfect. Aren't you my manager? I'm sorry. This could be mature. And it's my fault too. I just had a long day. I'm sorry. I really do like the manager that I have. It's just sometimes I think she doesn't appreciate the work that I do. She has a degree and I don't. I guess I'm jealous. So this is a lot harder than I thought it was.
Well, no, I mean you're through
Am
the
I
paper.
doing it right?
You're through the paper, so I would give it a go.
Oh,
See
like
if
to
you
twist?
can- yeah.
You're so. This is. Give me my manager. I'll tell you later. What? Oh my freaking god! I didn't. That's crazy. Good job, Ani. What? That's amazing. That's all I had to do. I didn't even know how that worked. What?
Yeah.
So that's how you open a shuttlecock that's around 75 years old. Never been opened. And this looks like a clown shuttle, I'll just tell you that. Clearly lower quality than the other one. Even, we're gonna go more in depth with the Blue Goose. But remember guys that there is when you see different feathers and different curvature of feathers, it really is that it's a natural product. And the ones that are straight like this and more uniform, it's not only because of the way that they cut it, it has everything to do with the specific feather that they're gonna select. They grade these feathers, right? Maybe there's 100, who knows, lots of feathers from the wing of the goose. Because it's a commodity though, within that goose wing, they identify the 2 best feathers from the left wing shuttles, and those go into the best shuttlecocks. Now you then, within that, have a grading, and some are better, and it is, that's what's responsible for the cost. That's why they're different prices. And of course, having a uniform shuttlecock feather, ones that are kind of all going in the same direction, is going to allow for a better playing product. So that's why. Now, this is really neat. Gosh, I wonder what that green is. So cool, I'm gonna pass this around. So this this was labeled for outdoor use. So this is before they had plastic, maybe, I don't know when plastic was discovered. Maybe if you know if plastic was invented yet, let me know.
They had plastic. It wasn't very good in the 50s.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
It
so
was
that's
getting good in the 60s.
So that's probably why that they would have still preferred feather, even for the cheaper ones. That's
so that
really
would be a
neat.
faster shuttle. So the flight would be less disturbed by the wind.
Actually, I'm glad Cody brought. That's actually really, really, yes. That's a very important and brilliant observation, and one legitimately so that you.
And Batman has gone back that way.
Yes.
When they've tried to go to outdoor during
Precisely.
COVID, when they were trying to get people to play badminton but do it outdoors, they redesigned the shuttlecock for something
It was a
that
more modern
was
interpretation,
tighter in angle,
but really.
that would allow people to go outside without chasing the shuttle with the wind.
So what exactly? What
there was
what?
a name for that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So Air shuttle.
Air shuttle,
And
yeah.
so now they sort of packaged it, and it was okay. It had some sort of three-dimensional features that were kind of quote unquote more advanced. But in general, the principle is been around for a long time. In that, when you playing outside, it's a good trade-off for aerodynamics to make it. It will be faster, and you can play over longer distances. But it's much more disruptive to have it just be around like this. And if you get a more narrow angle, well, then you get a more consistent flight in turbulent conditions. And so that's evidently how they, marketed and sold these too. So it had a longer stalk, lower angle. Probably the weight was, maybe that's why it was increased with this latex. This is natural rubber latex probably. So if anybody in my audience here has an allergy to latex, I want you to let me know now, because if you sue me, just want you to let me know. Olivia, please let me know. Aren't you allergic to like a bunch of different things?
Nothing.
That's someone else then. Sorry. Olivia is not allergic to things. Just want to let you guys know. I don't think she's lying. Today. She lies about it, but not that. Why would she do that? She can get a job anywhere. Hire her if she wants. But I still want her to work for this for free. But
Okay.
anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. And I'd like to pass this around to my audience members. Notice the
Yeah,
logo.
I wonder what the significance of the green is.
It's cold.
Cody.
Chill.
He's a little clumsy.
Oh, and different logo too.
Yeah.
Obviously,
This one was
'cause
the.
It's not Blue Goose.
I guess, yeah. So Blue Goose was, you'll see later, and maybe I'll pull up a picture of what they're, they're not I quote modern, but you can Google Blue Goose and see their 12-pack and see that that brand continued for a while. But this just kept the original one. And if,
So a typical shuttle is 5 grams, and an outdoor shuttle 6.8 grams.
wow. So we won't do this now. If we are going to try this, we should steam them and prepare it, because that is destroying history, folks. And I just want to let you know that it's not always good to destroy history, but when you do, you want to be responsible about it, for sure. You want to document the process, and you want to make sure that, like, it's around. I think it's important, in some cases, to destroy
Use history
respectfully, because we want to see how it plays and document it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would take a guess that the green stuff is the label.
The little green smudge.
Maybe you'd be able to see it rotate.
I thought it was just an error or like something that got
Or
on
it could
it.
be the glue.
A
It's
glue
on
or
every one, yeah.
or I guess we'd have to open another one
But
to
it's
really
like really
know.
similar to
Well,
the.
it's on. It's,
I guess
but
at the
it's,
angle.
It's on
It is
every
on
bird,
yeah.
and it's slightly
Huh.
different on each.
That's why I was thinking it
Bird.
was the label.
Yeah.
Because the label.
Or
would
you
make
know
that
what? You know what?
irregular.
Another thing too that I could think of is that in the printing this is just a thought. Again, it's sort of a way to determine the cut point for this little bit of thing
Yeah.
here. So maybe it was just something that was sort of splotched on the conveyor belt in a way so that it could be cut in regular. Is that a Jewish star here? Cool.
Keep on rolling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just curious. I didn't know that you're Jewish. I did kind of, but like, really Jewish? Oh, cool. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's
He
great.
is.
What? Like, why different? No, later conversation. Sorry.
The
it's not-
magic of editing.
No. We'll keep that. It's fine. Jewish people are beautiful people, and
And
Christians
they
are
deserve to
beautiful.
play badminton as well.
Everybody. I know them. In fact, I'm just saying that
Like
everybody
they
is
deserve.
loved and welcome, and I love every religion and culture. Everyone. Every single one. I'm all about love on this channel. Remember that history is for you, history is for me. Go grab history by the neck. All right, so we're going to then move on to the real meat and potatoes. Are you guys ready to eat those potatoes and the meat?
Yes.
So, yeah.
No!
Hmm.
Tired.
Yep. So we're going to eat that potatoes now. Ani,
Yes.
Ani, she's been so great. She told me about everything here. So would you want to do the honors of opening, or did you want?
I would be honored, Mr.
Oh, and I would love you to do it neater. I think sometimes. Oh, sorry. I was just like, look at silly me, like just trying to pick the knife. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know.
Oh, this one actually looks more perforated
Oh, maybe.
than the other.
I put my best people to do the difficult jobs. For example, holding the camera is.
Yes.
But I really, this is the important. I just want to take a moment to thank my sponsors and all those who have helped me get to where I am today. I want.
Missouri Primate Biscuits for growth and reproduction.
Well, if that's one of them, I wanted to thank that
Yes.
company. I wanted to thank Cody for hosting this event at this establishment here. And I wanted to thank my wonderful assistant. I wanted to thank the audience members, and I think,
Yeah.
yeah, and I just wanted to say thank you. So, here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. Thank you, Ani. What a great, look at this. I'm like, just gonna say, let's compare. Let's see, this is somebody who, a woman's touch, you could say. I don't know if that's sexist or not, but I don't think it is at all. I'm gonna take a stand right now, guys, okay? I'm gonna be a little controversial. I'm gonna say that that's not sexist. No, well, it might be not, but either opinion is fine. But I just wanna say that Ani, like, look at that. Like, compared to mine, how about this? I won't be sexist, I'll just
that one
say,
was already open.
oh yeah,
This one was yours.
yeah, still, same. See, let's see the quality difference. Stupid, dumb Steven. And Ani. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Is it feminist?
I'm not a feminist. I don't like labels. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
I don't hate, it's not like, no, I'm not like anti-women. I absolutely am not really that much anti-women. Stuff like that. Why would I be? Women are fine. All right, so, in fact, I teach at all girls school.
Yeah.
Well,
What's in the box?
oh yeah, I shouldn't even,
What's in the box?
oh gosh, Steven, crazy, sorry. Oh my gosh.
Are those rounded?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, so
Much better. Better
this is
quality.
so this is really certainly better because, well, the quality is better, the thinness, I doubt this is goose. This is probably duck feather from my experience. The thinness of it, it's just different. Duck feather are used as in the lower quality shuttles. The stalk is different, the angle is different. I also want to observe that compared to the other one, it's a little bit better preserved, but still definitely faded. Now, I've seen my fair share of these shuttles, and I can tell you that this one, I might do a comparison video. While it's decent from this era, my guess is that it would have been a mid-range level shuttlecock. It would not have been like a tournament level. The one that I had from Wilson from About This was for sure the quality. To me, it was obviously better. But you would have had all sorts of tiers. And I don't know if they had a Blue Goose 1, 2, within even the brand, they'll have subdivisions of quality. And so for every budget. This was common, by the way, guys, was this package of 3. The other vintage ones I have, which I have a couple now, are also 3. So there was a common size. You know, these were probably handmade and expensive, and maybe badminton was also not for everybody who couldn't afford it, you know, because more people were poor. So I just wanted to say one last thing. We're going to compare it. This will probably be the last part of the video. We're going to go full circle here, where Cody brought us the brand new shuttlecock, okay? And we see, I mean, overall, tremendous, more similar than different, right? We have the 2 bands here. Now, in some of the older ones, they had just the 1 band, So like the Wilson one, which I might put on the channel later from about 1938, just had the one band. It was also leather. This one does not appear, this one appears to be a synthetic. Certainly now that they are, but the cork, it's still cork, right? It's still a glue. This one may be more consistent in its application because of automation, but this one certainly overall very similar. The intent. The main difference for you boys and girls, other than the color, which to me just maybe the bleaching and the dyeing process was not as good, but it's also very old. So, you know, this could effectively happen with these ones too. So the last thing is the rounded feather. And you might say, well, that's just different, or there's some new technology or something. That's not true, boys and girls. This one takes a little bit of insider knowledge to know that it's really just about popularity. They still make the round feather shuttles. If it were up to me, those would be the more popular ones. The reason is because it's a trade-off. The rounded feathers provide a little bit more durability. My guess is because the impact is, you have a circle being a more stable shape, I would think. And over the repeated impacts, this sort of rigid cut here is going to be less durable. That being said, the rotation isn't as good or I would say as fast actually. So one of the things you have in that rotation helps there to be a stable flight. So the flight is you know, noticeably a bit improved when you have the pointed ones. But for me, as a player, as somebody who has to buy these things, I would vast prefer to have the rounded ones. I think it's a trade-off that's still worth making, but people generally don't decide on that. So here I've seen ones that are pointed, I've seen ones that are round, but these ones are round. Now, that's what we're gonna kind of,
Not for you.
I'm sorry. We're gonna kind of end with that. You'll have to tune into this channel later where we're going to, you know what I always say, destroy history for a good reason. But that's definitely destroy, you know, just because we're gonna be cool for the kids and stuff. And not for children, it's not video for children because of YouTube and stuff, but like just for everybody to have fun. But like we're gonna actually play with it. I'm gonna have to do a little steaming and prep work in order to get it conditioned for, you know, to maximize its playability. It is about 75 years old. So we're gonna do that in the next video, and really stay tuned where we test, is a modern shuttlecock better than a old shuttlecock? One is made in the USA, one is made in China. We effectively have China versus USA. It's gonna be, oh shoot. It's gonna be explode. Wait, no, it's not so bad. Yeah, China, USA, it's gonna be competitive. All right, guys, remember what I always say, signing off, Stephen Matthew Hernandez Page. History's for you, history's for me.
Like and subscribe.
Like, history is great. Do history all the time. Like, subscribe, follow, send a notification. Don't forget to, you can patron this by sending money. Just get it to me however you want. Sorry guys, I don't have a link set up yet, but I will for sure. I didn't mean to be rude or nothing. Yeah, so I want you to send money if you can, because this stuff ain't free. But thank you guys, and don't forget that I love you, and don't forget to take care of one another. And as Mr. Rogers would say, everybody is fancy, everybody's fine.